Alright, in this video I'm going to show you how to defend a castle drop. So the best defense is the best offense. So Aztec is probably the best or one of the best civ in arena to defend from a castle drop. So if you're like me, you're having a hard time dealing with castle drop, people keep on dropping castle on you, this is the strategy to go for. It will prevent a castle drop and give you a really good counter attack. So very general, right? Very generic. Start out with start with 6 on sheep first. Try to get your Eagle Scout running around your base. Try to get all the area in your base. Find all your board. And of course, what we want to do is we want to push in deer as soon as we can. So I found my 4 deer. This is actually a very good sign. You only need 3 deers, but 4 deer is way make you way stronger. So push in your deer as soon as you can. So 6 on sheep. Basically 6 on some kind of food source, right? 6 on food. And then the 7th veil will build a lumber camp. So we want 4 on wood, right? 6 on sheep, 4 on wood. Push in your deer as soon as you can. The earlier, the better. Ideally, we want to collect one food source at a time because it actually gives you more food that way. So this was a rated game that I played, and my opponent tried to castle drop me. And you will see that in just a little bit. So here we have 4 on wood. And the next one will try to get one of the board. So your 11th field, eat a board. Your 12th field will go build 3 houses. Some people or most people like 2 houses, but I like 3. The reason for that is it's a little bit more efficient that way, I think, at least I think. It saves the build time of walking around, right? So I prefer to build 3 houses. And you see why in a little bit. Yes, you can get away with 2 houses. If you prefer to build 2 houses, that is totally fine. And then what you want to do is you want to have 9 on board, right? 9 on board before you go get the other board. Now I have 9 on board, so the next field will go to board. So the 15th field will go to board. Very standard build here. And my build here, building a house, will be building a mill right after that. So it's actually saved her a lot of walking time. A little mistake from me right there, setting my build forward to the board, but that is okay. This build is very generous. A little bit of mistake isn't the end of the world. So what we want to do is we want to have 11 on board, right? 11 eating the pig. So while you're eating your 2nd pig, what you want to do is you want to push in the rest of the deers. So if you have 2 deers, push in 2 deers. You have 1 deer, put in 1 deer. But pushing your deer is definitely crucial. The more deers you have, or the more meat you have, or food you have, the stronger your civ gonna be. And after that, after you have 3 votes, so ideally what we want to do is we want to have 3 on berry and then send your view to wood. So total of 8 view on wood. That's what we want. So 3 on berry, 8 on wood. I messed up a little bit here. I should have 3 on berry before I send them to wood, but that is totally fine. Again, this build allows you to mess up a little bit. It's not a big deal, at least not on my level. So there, now we try to have as much food as we can. And then what we want to do is we want to have your veal on food, right? These are 11 veal. We want them on food, some kind of food source. Your 23rd and 20, yeah, your 23rd and 24th fill, we want to have it on gold. And then this 4 veal here, we want to start setting up farm, 3 on farm, and 1 will go to the wood line. We'll go to wood. I prefer to chop it the wood, the tree closest to me. And ideally, you want 10 on wood at some point in time. Usually, what I like to do is and halfway to feudal age. I mean, you can do it earlier. That is totally fine. It's not a big deal. So right now, if you want to have 2 on wood or 3 on wood to make it a 10 on wood, that's totally fine. So we want 10 on wood, 2 on gold, the rest on berry and some kind of food source. So there you go. I have 9 on wood. Because I have 4 deers, you know, so you can get away with a lot of things when you have that many food. So what you want to do is you want to get 2 veal from that gathering wood to build a market and 1 veal to build a blacksmith. Any veal that coming out will go to gold. And here, and you send this veal to the veal that build your market to make a farm. And I totally forgot that veal was in my TC there, which is not a big deal. A little bit of idle time. So here my friend got castle drop. I mean, not tower drop. This was a tower. So no big deal, right? So what you want to do is you want to have at least 5, right? I like 6 farm, but 5 that's all you need. All you need is 5 farm. And then what you want to do, halfway to castle age, you want to build a barrack. So take 2 veal to build a barrack. You can take some veal and start putting them to gold. That is totally fine. At this time, you can put another one on gold if you want, but not necessary. So here I sent a veal to build a barrack and 1 to gold. So 5, 6 veal to gold. At this time, the build is fairly flexible. And on your way up to castle, what you want to do is sell 100 stone. You start with 200 stone, you want to sell 100 stone for some gold, because you will need that gold to have your eagle upgrade. So again, the best defense is probably the best offense. So as I have my Eagle Scout running outside, oh boy, look at that. The eagle just eager to go outside. So once you have your first barrack, start pumping out eagle right away. You want to build a second barrack, and then as soon as you hit castle age, you want to get your monk, right? You want to get your monastery. So and then when you're done, you can start building houses. That way you don't get housed. So that's pretty important. So my Eagle Scout just start running forward, try to scout the outside of my base. Oh boy, look at that! I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look like 6 villager coming forward. Okay. So what happened is, normally if you don't have military ready, it's kind of hard to defend from a castle drop like this. You have to wall behind. But in this case, I have 2 barrack protecting me, or 2 barrack ready to fight. I can pump out eagle very early. Usually the ideal situation is you want to pump out Eagle even sooner than this. So the moment you click up to castle, you build barrack right away, and then you start pumping out Eagle right away. You don't need a lot, just like 2 or 3 Eagle, just scout around the area looking for relic. That is what you are looking for. Scout around the map and look for relic and see if there's any villager moving forward. And of course, while doing that, you want to get some armor for your Eagle. I already got the +1 defense for my Eagle. So there you go. This is the best defense is the best offense. Offense does not mean you have to be in your base, right? Defense does not mean you have to be in your base. You can go around and fight people, and that is still defensive. You want to keep the enemy outside of your house or outside of your country. That's what the United States does, right? That's what we do in America. We keep the enemy outside of our country. Because if they get in my base, we're pretty much done, right? So one key important part here is if you want to be offensive, right? Always want to be offensive is build a forward siege workshop. At this time, you want to use your monk and collect as many relics as possible. I figure since this person is very offensive toward me, already have a castle up, might as well break into his base. The reason for that is he spent so much time and resources to build a castle and he lost everything, or at least lost 7 mil. It's hard for him to defend against my push. He probably don't have enough stone to build that many walls. He probably don't have enough stone to build another castle, and even if he does have enough stone to build a castle, he won't have enough military to defend. And there you go. Lucky for me, right now I found a few more vills. So first thing first, kill that scorpion. And then, of course, this vill will not be matched for my Eagle, and of course I have a lot more coming. And again, the best defense is the best offense. I made the mangonel and start killing his villagers. So there you go, guys. From here, the best thing to do is continue collecting relic and break into your opponent's base. Get redemption monk so you can convert their siege. I did not have time to get redemption monk yet, but that is should be one of the priority. So collect relic, as many relic as you can, and then get redemption, and then start pushing. In an ideal situation, what you want to do is getting a ram. At least that's what I like to do. Is I like to get a ram, break down the wall, and run in. Mangonel is also good, just fine. It's also as good or even better. But I prefer a. So what I like to do is I like to make a ram pushing in the wall, and then they start to make mangonel. So I use a monk to convert that mangonel. So 1 ram, 1 mangonel, and about 2 to 3 redemption monk. So you want to get redemption, that way you can convert the units, the enemy's siege. And if you have the gold board, get a few more upgrades for your monk. Every tech you get, your monk get more HP. So pretty crucial. And that is it. That's pretty much the end of the build here. Pretty much the end of how to defend from a castle trap. Again, guys, the best defense is the best offense. And good luck to you.